Tokyo shouldn't work. It is the largest metropolitan area on Earth, nearly 40 million people. Trains run every 2 minutes. Neon cities stacked on top of quiet shrines. Luxury towers next to 100-year-old alleyways. And yet, it is calm. It is clean. It is strangely organized. But here's the secret most visitors never realize. Tokyo is not one city. It is at least 10 different cities, hiding inside one. And once you understand the districts, Tokyo suddenly makes sense. Today, we are breaking down every major Tokyo district, not like a travel brochure, but like a map to understanding how this city actually works. By the end of this video, you will not just know where things are. You will understand why Tokyo feels the way it does, and what each district represents. Let us start with the heart. If Tokyo has a pulse, it's Shinjuku. This is the busiest train station in the world, over 3 million passengers a day. That's not a typo. Skyscrapers, government buildings, underground malls, neon nightlife, tiny drinking alleys like Golden Gai, and Kabukicho, Japan's most famous entertainment district. Shinjuku feels overwhelming at first, but here's what's interesting. It's not chaotic by accident, it's engineered chaos. The trains run perfectly, the streets are clean, the crowds move like water. Shinjuku represents modern Tokyo, intense but controlled. If this is your first time in Japan, this is where the shock hits. But it's only one version of the city, just one stop away. The energy shifts. Welcome to Shibuya. You've seen the crossing, hundreds of people walking in every direction at once. But Shibuya is not about the crossing, it is about identity. Fashion experiments, street culture, music, youth rebellion, but in a very Japanese way. Unlike Shinjuku's corporate towers, Shibuya feels expressive, younger, louder, but still structured. Even rebellion in Japan happens inside invisible boundaries, and that tension, freedom inside order, is part of what makes Tokyo fascinating. But if Shibuya is youthful energy, the next district is polished precision. This is Ginza, wide streets, luxury brands, architectural flagship stores, Michelin-starred sushi counters hidden above boutiques. Ginza doesn't try to impress you. It assumes you already understand. This is old money meets modern minimalism. It's calm. It's restrained. It's expensive. If Shibuya is experimentation, Ginza is mastery. Here, Tokyo feels mature. But now let's slow things down even more, because Tokyo also protects its past. In Asakusa, neon disappears. You'll find Sensoji, Tokyo's oldest temple. Incense smoke, paper fortunes, wooden storefronts. This is what many people imagine Japan looks like. But here's the twist. Asakusa isn't frozen in time. It's curated tradition. Tokyo doesn't erase its past, it contains it. And that's a pattern you'll start to notice. Each district has a role, a personality, almost like specialized organs in one giant organism. Which brings us to a district most tourists underestimate. Akihabara is extreme focus. Anime, manga, gaming, electronics, collectibles stacked floor to ceiling. In many countries, niche interests stay niche. In Tokyo, they get entire neighborhoods. Akihabara shows you something important about Japan. If you are passionate about something, there is a space for it, and it will be hyper-organized. Now let's pivot to power. Roppongi feels different. More English signs, international restaurants, embassies, finance professionals. This is where Tokyo meets the world. Luxury apartments, art museums like Mori Tower, nightlife with a global crowd. if Shibuya is local youth energy, Roppongi is international ambition. But Tokyo doesn't just move upward, it also moves sideways, into quiet neighborhoods that feel almost secret. Daikanyama is understated cool, boutique bookstores like Tea Site, minimalist cafes, and clean architecture. It's not flashy, it's intentional. Tokyo has these micro-districts where design matters deeply. You don't stumble here, you come on purpose. It rewards intention. Now let's talk about food. The old Tsukiji market is legendary. Today, the tuna auctions happen in Toyosu, which is cleaner, more modern, and more efficient. But the outer market still thrives. This is Tokyo's stomach. Precision seafood logistics feed thousands of restaurants daily. Again, hyper-specialization. Every district has a job, and together they create balance. But there's one more area that explains Tokyo's calm better than any other. In Chiyoda, you'll find the Imperial Palace, wide moats, open sky, government buildings, financial headquarters. Notice something? In the very center of the largest city on Earth, there's space. Tokyo breathes at its core. This isn't accidental. The city is designed with pockets of relief, which is why it never feels suffocating, even at massive scale. Harajuku, bright colors, Takeshita Street, wild fashion, right next to Meiji Shrine, a forest sanctuary. Extreme youth culture, beside sacred silence. That contrast is Tokyo, not random, layered, intentional. Here's what most people miss. Tokyo separates intensity. Nightlife has its own district, luxury has its own district, tradition has its own district, government has its own district, youth culture has its own district, obsession has its own district. Instead of everything colliding, it is compartmentalized. And that is why Tokyo feels calm despite its size. It is not one chaotic megacity. It is a network of specialized microcities connected by the most efficient transit system on Earth. So when someone says that Tokyo feels different, now you know why. It is not just politeness. It is not just cleanliness. It is structure, design, separation of energy. The next time you visit, do not just wander. Choose your Tokyo. Because depending on the district, you're entering a completely different world, and that is the real secret of this city.